Welcome back to Game On, where we use sports and athletics to talk about everything related to mental health. So, say you're a Major League Baseball pitcher and you get traded. So, you have a whole new team, you have a whole new coaching staff, which may have a very different philosophy to the game than you do. Or you just get a new coach. Another situation, say you're a basketball player and you're getting older, you can't move as quick, or a football player, and you're now the veteran and you're not starting, you're the backup quarterback, or a team that decides to gets a new head coach, let's say a football coach, and now we're going to be running a read option. We're going to be running a West Coast offense, very different, and you're a member on the team. Let's say you're a professional player and you get an injury. And now coming back from the injury, you have to be a whole different player. All of these are examples where there's change, which we notoriously dislike. And we have to decide how we're going to handle it. Are we going to dig our heels in? Are we going to stick with what we did in the past? Are we going to pivot? How flexible are we going to be? Are we going to work together with the new people that are sort of calling the shots? And I can think of several examples where this has actually happened. As a Chicago fan, I'm very grateful to the Baltimore Orioles for giving us Jake Arrieta. And there was a big shift from when he was pitching for the Orioles to when he came to the Cubs. And they, according to him, they gave him more independence on pitching style or pitching form or strategy and what pitches to choose from. And he really, really succeeded. I mean, it's no small part due to him that we finally won a World Series after 108 years. Derrick Rose is another Chicago player who youngest MVP in history, and some brutal injuries. And I give any player who comes back from serious injury a ton of credit. And he had several of them. And it's noticeable he had to decide, how's he going to change his game, because there's no way that it could have been exactly the same. And so now he's able to find a really, really valuable, and now he's playing really well, actually. What role is he going to have in his new, you want to call it second career or third career, within the same profession? Now, how often are we faced with a change that we didn't want to happen, whether it's, a change in leadership where we work, or something with family, or something just personal. And we have to find that balance between sticking with what we value and not getting too stubborn and sort of digging our heels in and not trying to adapt. This can happen in business too. You're a businessman and their trends are changing, and we want to, no, I'm old school. I'm digging in. I'm sticking with this. I'm not going to make any changes. And that can be very detrimental. And so from a mental health perspective, and it can be difficult, and it can take a lot of practice of how do we handle change? How do we handle not just change, but a real challenging change, which is going to be inconvenient, which is going to make things difficult. And it's really, it's up to us on how we're going to handle it, how we're going to work together with those people. I'm not talking about in a situation where someone is mistreating someone. I'm talking about change and having to pivot and flexibility, and sometimes a real reinvention of from where we were to what we're going to be going forward. So there's lots of lessons there. I hope you got at least one of them out of that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.